Home of Cloyce the Sage. All who come in peace are welcome. This was mentioned by that other servile. So this must be a servile. Probably a hermit. And again, it said it was a sage, so... Did it have all those... hello? Hello, Miss Cloyce, sage. You meet an old servile. Very old. It looks like she has easily outlived the maximum lifespan designed into their kind by the Shapers. She moves slowly and carefully, but it doesn't look like she has any intention to die anytime soon. She shuffles up close to you and bends close. Her eyesight must be almost gone. She sniffs the air. She nods. Yes, yes, you are here. I am Cloyce. Speak with me for a while. What are you doing out here, servile? Her wide eyes suddenly flash red for a moment. Very strange. My name is Cloyce. I call myself a sage. That is the title I claim, though I really know little. I listen. The serviles of this island, all of them, with all of their petty and pointless squabbles and factions, they all come to me to speak, for guidance, for perspective, and I hope you have come to me for the same reason. Do you know anything about the history of this island? Even I was not alive when you Shapers left us here. I know you created powerful things here and then fled from your own creations. I concern myself more with those who live here now. I care for the living, not the dead. I know, however, some secrets they learned. And I know that the canisters, the containers which are changing and remaking you, are a part of history which affects us still. Do you know anything about these secrets? I know that the Shapers have rejected them. I know that they found that all life is a scroll. The secrets of all life are written on the tiniest of scrolls and copied a multitude of times within you. The Shapers here used magic to look deep within a living being and see these scrolls, and they learned how to rewrite them, and they learned that this power brought great danger to them. Thus, they fled. Tiny scrolls? That is a very strange thing to say. That is my interpretation, of course. The Shapers had a different name for them. They called them genes. Hello! We've found what they discovered. That's right. The big secret of Susia Island is that the Shapers discovered DNA. And they figured out how to work it. That is correct. I thought this revelation came much later in the game. Regardless, it seems now we know just what they discovered here. Although considering all the power they gave, why would they want to hide it? Cloyce looks vaguely in your direction with her milky eyes. Her skin is papery and is starting to crack. You start to wonder how painful my life must be for a servile who lives this long. What do you know about the canisters? The canisters contain the ability to rewrite the scrolls within you, remaking you on the tiniest scale, 1,000,000,000,000 times. They change you in the way the canister chooses. You are gaining power from them. Any full human can. But beware. Who knows where the changes they wreak within you will stop? That's right. The canisters themselves are causing genetic manipulation. That is what this entire thing is. The Shapers, the very beings who, through magic, created and changed and shaped life, discovered the very building blocks of life themselves. But apparently it scared them. Clearly they found something else. And this Geneforge, whatever it is, what is that? Curious. Clearly there's more to this than it seems. Do you know where I can find a boat? You are standing on top of a volcano about to erupt, and you look for butterflies. I have heard that there is a boat at the eastern edge of the island, but it is not important. You should put it from your mind. Well, that's an interesting thing to say, but at least we know where there is a boat. You seem very confident for a servile. Perhaps I am. I have spent my life learning, reading, seeing all I could. Once I was an obeyer and worshipped your kind. In time, looking at your works, I think I came to know you. Would you like to know what I learned? What did you learn? I learned that you are humans, and though your kind claims that you created us serviles from nothing, I believe that we are humans too. We were modified once, many years ago, to serve you, but that inside we are the same. And what conclusion do you draw from that? I believe that inside we are the same. I believe that the mind in my skull is the same as yours. I believe that my intelligence can match yours. I believe that we should not serve you. I must say, that is a very strange theory. However, after what I have seen and learned, it does make a small amount of sense. At least the thing that the mind is the same. The fact that serviles are changed humans? Very curious. And very interesting. Possibly even worrying. If the Shapers really did do that, maybe they're not as great as they say. You now see the world through a different lens. I hope you follow the path of wisdom in the future. What do you think of the Awakened and the Obeyers and the other factions? Very little. They all have answers and they all have errors, but each sees the truth in its own way, as I'm sure do you. I would like to speak with you about what's happening on this island. I am nearly blind and I can't travel, but I know that something is happening. I can't gather facts, but I can help you understand them. If you learn something interesting, come and tell me. If I can, I will help you make sense of what you have seen. Where do you think I should begin my search? There are two places you can go. Both know of the outsiders, who they are, what they want. One is Kazg. Find the leader of the Takers. Speak with her. The other is east of Kazg. There are outsiders there, but they are held besieged by Kazg. If you reach and speak with them, you might learn. If they're besieged by Kazg, maybe these outsiders are not allied with the Takers. So there's a fourth faction here? Curious. I have heard that there is someone powerful and dangerous on this island. His name is Trashkov. I have heard that name before. Outsiders have traveled through my marsh. I have heard the name from them, and I believe that he is one of them, and from far away, perhaps even over the sea. Learn more of him. I feel he is important. I have learned that there is some sort of powerful Shaper secret on this island. It's called something like Geneforge. It is only a name, but sometimes, before we can understand something, we must put a name to it. Learn more as soon as you can. That's all for now. Thanks. Well, this sage provided a lot of information. That was quite an info dump. So we learned exactly what was discovered on Circia Island. Genes, DNA, the very building blocks of life. What could possibly enable the Shapers to decide exactly how their creations would be made? That has been discovered. And the Shapers decided that that knowledge was too dangerous to get out. why? It also seems that the canisters are changing us dangerously to a point that maybe we shouldn't be taking every single canister we see. That's not quite all, though, I think. In addition to that, we know that the outsiders may not be allied with Kazk. So, with all this information, what does that say about things going forward? Oh yes, and there's also the fact that Servile thinks that that Serviles were not created by Shapers, but were humans altered by the Shapers into the Serviles they are. Humans turned into a slave race. I don't know if that's true or not, but if so, I don't think I'd want to be a Shaper. Well, I think that's the end of this episode. That is quite a bit to think about, and there's more to do. I think I'll upgrade my creations in a few moments, off screen. But until then, think about all we've seen. I am Chesrick44, that is Elliot, Natsu, and Ivy. I will see you all next time.